everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Cowboys going up against the Panthers.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. A beautiful thing. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Newton. Flushed out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. Newton now to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw again. Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st down, Newton got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funches from 19 yards away. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They go to Elliott again. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Prescott. And Moore has it. Give him 30 yards there.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Prescott yet again. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Shepard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of 1. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. It's caught. Shepard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And again, it's Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Newton. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
But he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. On second down, McCaffrey. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 58 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second down, 9 yards to go. Shift together here from the D-line. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Again, it's Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be brought down with the first down, and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. They go play action here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 10 more there and another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Prescott off play action. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. the shotgun. It's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jason Witten, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And he'll bang that one through. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Newton on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
I think this is a free play for Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And now running right through it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Here's Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
You know, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And fights through one man. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he loses the football a second time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. So that'll back him up 5. So now 1st and 15. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Play clock winding down. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down, Prescott. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 23. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I bet you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down following the run. Now Newton. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the gun, here's Newton. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Prescott on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Give him 30 yards there.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
On first and 10, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play. In
need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. 10th carry now for Elliott. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. On first down, it's Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Final minute now of the third quarter. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on a 1st down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Newton on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. So Carolina eating some clock on the ground there, and part of why they were the NFC champs last year, number 2 as a team in the running game.
They played their identity last year. Offensive line, they can move people in the run game. Jonathan Stewart running it. Of course, big Cam Newton could be a short yardage guy. And remember, their head coach, Ron Rivera, a defensive guy. They love to run the football.
And Godot's kick is right through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd down and 4. To throw is Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Third and short yardage. Prescott. It's caught. Shepard. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Right side complete to Butler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbound.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Julius Peppers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and long for Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Fielded just inside the 30. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Shipped together here from the D-line. Prescott now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now they'll run it on the toss. He finds an opening past the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.